Am I the asshole for pretending not to recognize my parents when they tried to reconnect?
Oh, God. Okay.
All right. I was raised mostly by my uncle and aunt. My older sister developed a serious illness when I was 6, and my parents decided that they couldn't care for both of us, I guess. So they kind of unceremoniously dumped me at my grandparents, and my uncle took me in. Like, didn't even explain to me what was going on. Just, you're going to go visit Gran for a while, air quotes.
What the fuck?
And never picked me back up.
Okay.
My grandparents and uncle explained it later, and they were pretty livid at my parents. I've seen my parents maybe 5 times since then, and not at all for the last 9 years. I decided to stop having contact with them when I was 12, and since I was the only one reaching out, all communication broke down. It turned out okay. I love my aunt and uncle, and it turns out they can't have kids, so they've always said I'm their miracle kid. I was just misrouted by the stork at first.
Oh my God, that's so cute.
I was formally adopted by them when I turned 18. I wish it had been earlier, but there were some red tape things that would have made that really expensive and difficult. I'm 21 now. 21. Can you do some for me? My sister passed away between Thanksgiving and Christmas, and I made a trip back from school for the funeral, but I stayed in the back and left before my bio parents could talk to me. They called my uncle and tried to talk to me, but I said I didn't want to, so he told them that I wasn't available at the moment. They finally caught up to me over Christmas when I went to midnight mass with my gran and approached me and tried to give me a hug. I did recognize them, but I pretended not to and just backed off and said, sorry, do I know you?
I love it.
They said, we're your parents. And I said, my parents are at home, and went and sat down with my gran. They sat behind us and I could just feel the stare. And on the way out, they were like, you really don't recognize us? And I said, oh, are you my dad's brother? I think I remember you from when I was little.
I love this. I absolutely love this. This is the perfect justice. Justice was served.
I knew it.
I love this. This is like the most wholesome fucking story for me.
This is Morgan's wholesome. All right, let's close the loop.
It's so sick.
It's so twisted. My gran thinks they deserve it.
Yes.
Trying to come back to my life like nothing happened. But they wrote me a long letter about how hurt they are and how I should understand that they were trying to do the right thing and how they will always be my parents and I can't change that. Other family members think I was too harsh as they're grieving, but I don't think they should get a pass just because they remembered me now that my sister is gone.
No, they absolutely do not get a pass. When you choose to have kids, doesn't matter if one becomes sick, you have kids, plural, and it's really, really hard. You can't sacrifice one kid to save the other. Like you need to make sure both kids are still accommodated and cared for and loved. And to just drop a 6-year-old off and say, oh, you're going to go to Gran's for a while?
Yeah.
A 6-year-old? What the hell is wrong with you?
Sick.
What is wrong with you? And then to the fact where I think at 12, OP said I was the one constantly reaching out. A 12-year-old shouldn't have to be the one reaching out to their parents after they abandon them.
Yeah.
This is disgusting.
I know.
Thank God for the grandma and the aunt and uncle who formerly adopted OP. Amazing. Amazing.